Hello and welcome back to Jediism 101, where we are talking about being a Jedi realist in today's modern world. As explained earlier, a Jedi realist is an individual who has taken a look at the philosophies of the Jedi, which were created by George Lucas for Star Wars. And they've used the materials such as the movies, the books, the comics, the role playing game, and the TV series to come up with a general worldview, a nice system of beliefs, and a true delving into what it could be to be a Jedi Knight in today's society. In our last video, we touched on what the Force is, and in today's video, I am going to continue with that conversation. So this is the Force Part 2. So and keep in mind, this is some deep philosophical stuff. So if you get lost, feel free to go back and rewatch some of these videos. In fact, like and subscribe and comment if you have any other questions on it. I would love to be able to answer more questions about the depth of this material. So, in continuing with our discussion on the Force contains many similarities to other existing philosophical and religious principles. Many have related it to the concept of ki, that's spelled Qi, or ki, Chi, or Ki, which is in China, Japan, and Korea, or Prana, which is from India, Mana from Polynesia, and other similar traditions focused around the idea of spiritual energies that exist throughout the universe. From Taoism, we take the primary focus of the idea of yin and yang, the two diametrically opposed forces of the universe. Everything from good and evil as metaphysical concepts to hot and cold temperatures are considered as being part of this. And it is from here we see the most prominent comparison to the light and the dark sides of the Force, and the constant struggle for balance within that universe, or within the universe, I should say. There are also some parallels between the living force and the use of ki in Chinese martial arts, and more internal arts such as Tai Chi, Hsing Yi, Pakua, and Qigong. And personally, I'm amazed I said all of those correctly. The maintenance and use of ki is an essential element of training. Such ki is sometimes referred to as empty force, meaning that it is not seen, but it's an effect that can be felt with time and training. Some manifestations of special abilities are reported to have been attained by high-level kung fu masters. Other rare examples of special abilities attributed to the Force are often categorized as paranormal activity. Some individuals show an aptitude for healing, telepathy, telekinesis, etc. Now, before I go to the next section of this, I want to say that most Jedi do have a knack for empathy. This is our ability to feel the room and feel the situation the way it is. Sometimes the idea of telepathy, of reading somebody's mind, that could just be the idea that you know the person well enough that you know what they're thinking, or at least close to it. And telekinesis, I'm going to be honest with you, I've never seen it in person, but if it ever manifests, I will certainly be there to see it happen. But keeping in mind, there's a fantasy aspect to it, and then there's a realistic aspect to it. We are trying to cultivate our inner peace, our inner sanction, our inner power, the ability to make our energies flow the way we want them to. And this is all what it is to learn how to control ki, or in the concept of the Jedi, how to manipulate the Force the way we want it to. So, continuing forward here, the Jedi refer to the two sides of the Force, the dark side and the light side. This echoes from the yin and yang yin yang in Eastern philosophies, but it's not a straight translation. As the emotional dark side is denoted as force of evil by the Jedi, the dark side is not made up of specific parts or abilities of the Force. The dark and light sides of the Force exist inside of the life form in which uses it, made from their emotions. A follower of the light side strives to live in harmony with those around him or her. Mutual trust, respect, and the ability to form great alliances give the Jedi a distinct advantage. In contrast, a follower of the dark side is only interested in his or herself. To strike down a living creature out of anger, fear, or other emotions is one of the dark side. To refrain and clear one's self of these emotions is of the light side. Use of the dark side of the Force is forbidden within the Jedi Order. Now, the funny thing is, it's the dark side is not that mustache twirling evil person. Sometimes it's just something small. Sometimes it's using it constructively. It's one of those, it goes right back to the first line of the Jedi Code: there is no emotion, there is peace. And where we take a look at that line and remember that we are in control of our emotions, they do not control us. So maybe I use, the dark side isn't everybody. So is the light. It's that two wolves theory. It's, whichever one you feed the most. But that one is always there. The other one is always there. It's the temptation. It's the anger. It's the, what am I thinking? It's the easy route of knee-jerk reaction. Now, you want to have good reflex, but you want to also make sure you put a little bit of thought into what you're about to do. So, clearing your mind and your thoughts, and I'm not saying that the light side is all lollipops and rainbows. No. The light side is work. You need, in this day and age, people need to work to be good people. And it's sad that that's what it can be. And this is a different video series that I'm talking about with that. But in this case here, you need to cultivate their serenity and live within that balance of the two. And the next video that I do, I'm going to talk about keeping the Force within balance. So that'll be the Force Part 3. So until then, I want you all to make sure that you are drinking more water, eating cleaner food, taking time to relax. Go outside, visit nature, cultivate serenity. It's awesome. Put some thought into the world around, not to things that are going on in it, but just to the world. Try to listen and see what it tells you. And as always, I want you to make sure that you're kind to animals, kind to the environment, kind to each other, because people are fighting battles you don't know anything about. And also make sure that you are kind to yourself. Cultivate that serenity. Do not let your emotions rule you and make your decisions for you. This is what it is to be the heart of a Jedi. Till then, folks, have a great day, and may the Force be with you.